times. So taking a nice deep inhale, shoulders up by the ears. Exhale. Again. Open the mouth. Feel the shoulders stack directly above the hips. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. From here, just closing down the eyes or finding a still gazing point. Take a few moments to just observe what you feel as you breathe and settle in. Feel the bones stacking nice and tall. Maybe even visualize space become free between each vertebrae as you really feel your feet and your hips grounding towards the earth and the back of the neck, all the way up through the spine, through the back of the neck, growing tall towards the sky. Allowing your breath to rise and fall naturally. Gradually moving towards a nice soft Ujjayi pranayama. And to really lengthen, smooth out your exhales. Slowly and completely out. And feel the inhales naturally become a little bit more expansive. This victorious oceanic breath is a nice audible breath and helps to give us a sound and a vibration and a laser-like focus that helps us to elevate our energy and our awareness throughout the practice. Really allowing us to be the focal point of your practice. It's audible ocean breathing. Feels as if you're trying to breathe through the throat with your mouth closed. And if you're not quite sure, you can try with your mouth open, making a hissing ha sound to help get the feeling. This breath also helps us to join and unite the mind, body, and spirit, or the soul. So from that place, we can journey from our head to our heart, or from the always thinking and changing mind to the part of us that is always still and constant, non-dying and non-changing. The infinite and loving awareness and peace that is the soul. So allowing again this breath to continue to guide you throughout your practice. From that place, we'll go ahead and reach the right arm out to the side of you. Take a nice inhale, root down to reach up. Exhale up and over to your left side. Inhale, rolling our hearts towards the sky. Lift the chest. You can stretch and reach the arm here if it feels good. Exhale, bend into both elbows here, and you can bring your hand behind the head to cradle the head, support the neck. Really lengthen that side. Inhale, coming back up nice and easy. You can reach that right arm up and exhale, gently twist to your left. So real gentle here, left arm behind you like a kickstand. Take a nice inhale. Let's root down through the hips and the thighs, lengthening even taller. Exhaling to twist from our core, drawing the pelvic floor muscles in and upward. So the floor and also the deep abdominal wall hollows, lengthening with each inhale. Again, feel space become free between the vertebrae. Exhaling as we twist deeply from our core. One more breath here. Exhale. From here, we're going to just wrap that left arm, come all the way forward and hold on to opposite knees here. We're going to round through the upper back, press the knees down, the hips down as we curl the spine, tucking the chin, deep breaths into the space between those shoulder blades here, into those outer shoulders. Inhale, one more breath, look up between the brows and open the throat a little bit. Don't strain. Exhale, releasing the arms. Let's bring the hands behind us, come onto the fingertips and roll the shoulders all the way back as we inhale, lift the sternum to the sky. Open the throat again, open the chest. And exhale, gently walk it forward, fold. So you can root those sits bones down and bow the head forward. We can rest your hands underneath the head. So letting the weight of the head release completely towards the earth, releasing neck and shoulders here. Breathing into back body. Another breath here. And then go ahead and slowly come up as we inhale it. Exhale, let's shake out the legs in front of us. Wiggle the knees and the ankles. Side to side, up and down. We'll cross the opposite leg in front this time and pull the flesh out from underneath. So rooting down again, reaching out through your left side. Take a deep inhale all the way up and over to your right. Next inhale, rolling the heart towards the sky. Again, we can extend that arm, stretch the shoulder in a way that feels good. Exhale, bend into the elbows, cradling the back of the head. Inhale, slowly coming up. Reach up through that side, and as we exhale, gentle twist to your right. Even right arm behind. Root down as you inhale, lengthen through your sides again. Pressing down through your thighs as well. Exhale, we twist from our core, navel to spine. Deep cleansing breaths. And wringing out anything that no longer serves. Maybe thanking it as it's on its way out for whatever it did serve. And then go ahead and bring the right arm around, crossing, wrapping and curling through the upper spine. So again, we root down through the knees and the hips here and curl, stretch, really get that nice deep stretch through the outer shoulders, upper back. So you can kind of play with where do you want to emphasize the stretch here and breathe deep into it. Again, maybe inhaling, looking up between brows, open the throat. Exhale, release. Arms behind, come onto fingertips, roll shoulders back, inhale, lift the heart center, arching your upper back, open throat. And then again, exhale, walk the hands forward, fold. You might like to place your hands or fists underneath your head and just focus on rooting those sit bones down and breathing deeply into your back body. Let the head be heavy, relax the neck and shoulders. And it's all about your breath. Inhaling as you're ready on your way up. And exhale. Take a moment here. Closing down the eyes again. Let's visualize now drawing up energy from the core of the earth as we inhale. All the way up to the top of the chest and even beyond the crown of the head. All the way up the center of the body. And as we exhale, sending that breath all the way back down to the core. So again, grow and stack nice and tall as we breathe deeply. The muscles are still soft. And chin is parallel to the earth, so be careful not to lift the chin up that can stimulate or activate fight or flight. Deep breaths. So this time we're going to play with the pelvic floor muscles and the Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha and also Jalandhara Bandha, if it's comfortable for you. So we're going to activate again the pelvic floor muscles and lift perineum in and upward towards the spine, and then draw navel into the spine. So everything sort of vacuums in and up. And then the chin locks in towards the throat, and we hold the breath there. And then as we exhale, we soften and relax. So if you like to visualize, maybe thinking of when you hold the breath, that your rose blossom or like lotus flower becomes a really tight bud. And then when you exhale, everything relaxes and we blossom open again. So rooting down through the seat, taking nice deep inhale. So everything's relaxed, blossoming open. Inhaling a little more. And we hold the breath and root down through the hips and legs, but we vacuum everything in and upward, lock the chin to throat, holding here, and really squeezing, holding tightly, a tight bud, and squeeze your spine. And then as we exhale, slowly release all those muscles and locks or the bandhas. Inhaling slowly. Inhaling a little more. Hold the breath again. Find that lift from inside. We're still rooting down. Lift deep and low, tucking the chin, locking that energy or prana in the body, allowing it to swirl, energize, and activate chakras or energy centers. And then as we exhale, slowly releasing. And let's just take a breath in between. Relax. One more time when you're ready. Deep, slow inhale from the bottom of the belly, from the core of the earth. Inhaling a little more, little more. Hold the breath. Again, root down, lift and suction in. Lock the chin to throat. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Hold for 3. Squeeze your spine. 2. Don't think. 1. Exhale. And relax. All right, from there, let's shake out the legs in front of us. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle again. We're going to swing the legs around, come onto our knees. So now we're going to release through the spine, coming into some spinal extension and flexion. So we're going to, from here, inhale, coming forward, and exhale, round. Inhale. So powerful exhales. And only go as quickly as feels good, and really focus on, again, making this comfortable but powerful breath. Comfortable in the body, but powerful breath. So if you need to slow down, please do so. Activating, warming up, and lubricating the lumbar spine. And also really energizing, drawing energy upward. Good. And go ahead and, I'm sorry, take a nice inhale first. And then hold the breath. Feel your shoulders stacking above hips, lift in and upward. Find the bandhas. And then exhale, slowly release. And relax. You can let the palms face up towards the sky, back to the hands resting on the thighs. Take a moment here. And then we'll swing the legs back around. Shake it out. So from here, moving up to the mid and upper spine, we're going to cross the legs one more time. Pulling the flesh out from underneath, holding onto the knees now, inhaling forward, exhaling back. And this doesn't have to be, remember, this doesn't have to be a big motion, just in a way that's comfortable for you and pumping that breath. Find center, inhale, nice and tall, root down. Back of the neck is long, inhale a little more. Hold and find the bandhas again, vacuum in and upward, hold tightly, lock chin to throat. Squeeze that spine. Exhaling, slowly release. And relax. Deep breaths. From here, hands to the shoulders, forefingers in front and thumbs, excuse me, pointing back. Elbows stay in line with the shoulders here. So we inhale left, exhale right. Only going as far as feels comfortable, and let your head and neck naturally follow that twist. Sorry, inhale left, exhale right. Again, this should be a comfortable movement, so don't go so far to a point that feels that you feel discomfort here. But see if you can allow your neck to relax and just follow, even if you have to slow this down. But remember, it's a powerful breath, powerful exhale. Last time, inhale center. Inhale a little more. Again, find the bandhas. Really suction in and up. Hold it, lock chin in. Exhaling. Relax and release the arms. And stretch it out, shake it out. So just a couple more here, and then we're gonna hop right into our flow. So knees, legs come around onto the knees once again. This time bring the shoulders up by the ears. Closing down the eyes, you can find a gazing point between the brows. Each time you squeeze at the top and then release, powerful exhales. Start to feel a nice little burn through the shoulders. You will stretch the neck afterwards. When you're ready, inhale, squeeze. Inhale a little bit more. Hold here. Again, find the bandhas. Root down through your legs. Hold it, and exhale. Releasing. Let's drop the chin in towards the throat and just slowly at your own pace begin to move your head around in a way that feels good for your neck. So just kind of, again, very slowly listen to your body. Slowly stretching, moving the neck in a way that feels good and relaxes any residual tension. Deep up. Don't even worry about being exactly equal on both sides or in both directions. Just gonna feel what is needed for you. Maybe circle the shoulders back and down again. This time we're going to bring the arms up so that the palms face straight up. And we kind of close the hands into fists, just the thumbs point straight up toward the sky. And then this time we're going to activate those deep abdominal muscles where they pump the belly in and up. So again, pelvic floor, perineum, everything's vacuuming in and up on the exhale. So you might have to start slowly. It's kind of counterintuitive, but as you exhale, those muscles pump in and upward. So close down the eyes again. Gaze in between the brows. Keep those arms up at a 60-degree angle. Thumbs pointing straight up. Inhale, bring the thumbs to touch. Inhaling a little bit more. See if you can get the thumbs to touch. Hold that breath. Find the locks. Lock the chin in through the throat. Hold it for 3. Squeeze and lift everything in and up. 2. 1. Slowly releasing. Soften your hands. Release the arms down. Just breathe. And relax those belly muscles or abdominal muscles. Shake it out. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and swing around. Come on to all fours. Spread the fingers nice and wide, knees hip distance apart. Take your next inhale, send the inner thighs up and back, look up between brows. Spread those fingers, press into fingertips and also into the tops of the toes. So feel, again, your core engage here. And then as we exhale, go ahead and send the, curl the toes under and slowly stretch it up and back to a downward dog. But I want you to widen your hands and feet as wide apart as the mat or as wide as you need to, and bend those knees as much as you need to here for your perhaps your first down dog. Especially if the hamstrings feel tight or if the low back is tight here, shoulders, anything like that, bend those knees. Try to externally rotate the shoulders, turning them outward. Stretch it out. From here, we're going to go ahead and just walk the feet forward to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart. Take your next inhale, lengthen the spine onto the fingertips, flat. Exhale, bend into your knees and fold. We're going to round through your spine. So we're going to press down into the feet and slowly roll up, really rooting into the ground. Roll through your spine, head is the last thing to rise. So we exhale, we're going to slide the hands down the thighs. So feel the pelvic floor muscles lift as we arch the back. And then again, bow forward, tucking the chin. We're resting on the thighs, tucking the chin. So knees are bent, rolling up. So we're going to undulate through the spine here. Inhale, hips back, belly lifts, arching the back, looking up. Exhale, round. We lay over the thighs, curling up. Inhaling from here. Let's root down through both feet again as we reach up. Palms to prayer. Exhale, we're going to circle the arms around. Hands to the heart center. Samastitihi. Deep, slow inhale, root down, reach up. Hold the right thumb over top of the left in prayer. Exhale, let's come right down the center again. Bend the knees. Bow, forward fold. Stay here a couple breaths. So we'll go ahead and inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step the right leg back into a deep lunge. So we're going to take a huge step back and lower down quietly, lightly as we can. Left knee above the heel. Lower that right knee down and curl the toes. And just go ahead and hug the thighs towards each other a little bit. Squaring the hips. Lengthen the spine. Deep breaths. It's all about that deep Ujjayi pranayama. Let it flow. Spread the fingers wide again, curl the toes under. We're going to step that left foot back down, our dog. Deep, slow breaths here. And inhaling, lengthening, even if we have to bend the knees, lift those hips high. Exhaling. Inhaling, externally rotate, lift those shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, lower the knees. Inner thighs lift up and back as we inhale. Look up between the brows. Exhale, big toes come to touch, sit back in the child's pose. Let's bring your elbows all the way forward, hands behind the head in prayer. Now rest your head onto the ground. If you need to put your hands underneath your head, you can do that. But rest it onto something, let your neck release completely. Let your head be heavy. Relaxing those shoulders and your neck. Fill the belly. Feel it press up against your thighs, expanding into your low back. So from here, we'll go ahead and release the arms down. Come onto your bellies here. So we're going to bring the legs nice and long behind you, pointing through the toes and pressing into the tops of the feet and toenails. Sphinx pose, so spread the fingers wide here as well. We want to still externally rotate the shoulders, even though the hands are pointing straight forward. Tailbone down towards the heels. Take a nice deep inhale, lift up through the heart center. As we exhale, let's curl the upper spine and neck here, tucking the chin. Keep the tailbone down as we curl that upper spine. Inhale, lengthen. Look up between brows. Exhale, look over one shoulder. It feels good. Relax the neck, looking all the way back. Legs are still strong and long. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, look over the other side. If it feels good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale from here, hands underneath the shoulders, squeeze the triceps in, curl the toes under. We press up either onto your knees or into a full plank. From there, bend into your knees, hips are really high, away from the shoulders. We can neutralize the spine in bear pose here. So notice my hips are high, but my knees are really bent, bellies on the thighs. And then you can stretch the legs in downward dog. You can again widen the feet as much as you need to if it feels tight. Breathe. Slow, deep breaths, lengthening the sides of the body on the inhales. Deepening as we exhale. Shoulders up towards the ears. Lift that upper back a little bit. And then from there, step your right foot forward between the hands when you're ready. And then lower the left knee down. So onto the other side, right knee above ankle. Relax the back foot. Couple breaths here. And we can really use this opportunity to deepen and bring our attention and awareness to that oceanic quality of breath. This breath has also been shown to activate or stimulate the vagus nerve, which helps to downregulate, calm the nervous system. And then from there, we lift that back knee off the ground. We step that left foot forward between the hands. Bow forward, again, bending your knees here as much as we need. Let's interlace the fingers behind us and stretching the shoulders here. So see if we can bring the palms even together and the wrists together, and bend your knees as much as you need to stretch those shoulders in a way that feels good for you. Deep breaths. You can stretch the legs here as long as you root down into your feet, into the earth. Cleansing exhales, release the hands down. Breathe. So notice you don't always have to keep the mouth closed, but whenever you need to, you can really release out through the mouth. From here, let's raise halfway up as we inhale, lengthen the spine. Again, bending the knees if needed. Exhale, root down through the feet to slowly, slowly rise. Press down to stand up. Inhale, root down to reach up, palms to prayer. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, we'll circle the arms around, hands to the heart center. When you're ready, deep inhale, root down, reach up, hook the left thumb on top. And as we exhale, bow forward, fold. Releasing all the way down. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Flat back and exhale. All right, so we're going to start with the other leg back first. The left leg's going to step back this time. All right, and lower that left knee down. Actually, sorry, we're going to lift that back knee up. Left hand can be on the fingertips underneath your shoulder. You can pull that right butt cheek in and back. So right leg is forward, and we're going to twist towards the right arm up. Hug that belly in. So we want to sink the hips as much as we can while lifting the back thigh bone up. And that will activate into your deep core and pelvic floor muscles here. So inhaling here. When you're ready, stacking. As you exhale, we're going to round your upper spine and curl. Bring that right hand underneath your left arm. Inhale, root down, reach up and unwind the twist, lift the heart. Exhale, so the arm goes underneath the other arm. Has nothing to do with the leg here. Inhale, open. And exhale, curl. So sort of twist in the opposite direction. Inhale, open. Last time, exhale. Round that upper back and twist under that arm. Inhale, we open. Beautiful. Exhale, go ahead and circle that arm down from here. Spin the left heel down so the toes are pointing out to the long edge of your mat. Inhale up to warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2 as we exhale, deepen. Inhale, right arm can reach up, stretch through the side of your body. And as we exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Turn that back leg in. Spread the fingers nice and wide. We're going to step that right leg back to downward facing dog. Deep cleansing breaths here. Plugging and lengthening the sides of your body. And deepening as we exhale. Inhaling, lengthening, feel your armpits get longer too. Really lift those hips high, lift those shoulders up. Exhale, lower the knees. Take a nice inhale, look up between brows. You can go to child's pose here, or exhale, elbows stay above the wrist, squeezing triceps in, knees, chin, chest, and hold it, squeeze it. Hug that belly in. Lower the hips down, roll the shoulders back when you're ready. Inhale, cobra, tailbone down. Exhale, let's reverse the push-up. into downward facing dog, or we can go through bear pose first here. Neutralize the spine, bending the knees, and then stretch the legs. Again, widen the feet apart if we need. Cleansing, nourishing breaths. Plug in through those hands and feet. Plug into the earth. Left foot forward between the hands onto the other side. And again, right hand underneath the shoulder. We're going to pull that left butt cheek in and back, lifting the back thigh bone. Stack the shoulders. Reach the left arm up. So again, from here, we want to try to sink the hips, but keep that back thigh lifted. Feel your core. Inhaling. Exhale, we twist to your right underneath your right arm. And then inhale, open. Exhale. Curl. Inhale, we open. Exhale, and curl. Inhale, open, twist. From your core, exhale. Last time, we inhale, open, twist. Hips are square. Exhale, left hand down. Spin your right heel down, toes pointed to the long edge of the mat. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inner thighs stretching long, outer thighs plugging in. Inhale, reach the left side of your body, long to the heart center. And exhale, we're going to cartwheel those arms down, turn the back leg in. Step the right foot forward this time, fold. Pushing off that back foot, fold forward. Deepen with each breath. Let's go ahead and bend. Interlace the opposite forefinger and thumb behind us. Bend the knees as much as we need to. Deepen your breath, stretch those shoulders. So again, if you want to even bend your knees like you're sitting in a chair, you can do so. Chair pose is also a great way to strengthen the legs and the glutes and the core. Let's take one more breath here. Again, try to bring your wrists and palms together if possible. Releasing the hands. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhale, stay here, just recalibrate. Root down through both feet, root to rise up. Inhale, slowly up. Palms together. Exhale, arms come down by our sides, palms to the heart center. Samastiti. Again, nice deep slow inhale, root down, reach up, palms to prayer. And exhale, go ahead and bow forward, fold, however you like here. All the way down. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, let's step it back into our plank pose. Inhale, plank. Shoulders above wrists. You can also be on the knees. Exhale, lower elbows stay stacked above wrists. So you're going to lean forward and slowly come down. Shoulders back. Inhale, cobra. Tail down. Exhale. Reverse that push-up. Inhaling up. Exhale, bear pose. Inhale, lengthen down dog. Stretch the sides of your body. Lift those shoulders up towards the ears. Another breath here. Whenever you're ready, left leg towards the sky as we inhale, up on your tippy toes. Three-leg dog. Exhale, thigh to chest. Step that foot forward between the hands. Right hand underneath. Again, we're going to twist towards the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, let's wrap that left arm behind us. So we want to sink the hips down, lift the back thigh bone up. Internally rotate that shoulder. One more breath. You can also gaze down here. Exhale, release the twist. Spin that right heel down. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2 again. Exhale, I know we were just here. We'll do the other side. Just kind of reverses order. Left arm toward the sky as we inhale, stretch the left side of your body. As we exhale, let's bend into the knee a little bit more, sucking the belly in. So really scoop, find that vacuum again. And bring the hand behind the head. So cradle your head here. You could stay here. You could also internally rotate that right arm. You could even try to see if you can find a bind here. But again, you really got to keep a strong core if you want to bind. Back leg is long, pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. One more breath. Exhale, releasing. Let's go through side angle. We're going to bring the hand to the outside of the heel. Left hand outside of the heel, and we slowly stretch the leg into your Utthita Trikonasana. Now, if this is too much, we bring the left hand to your shin bone. And again, you want to make sure you're leaning back, your chest in line with your hips. So your hips are squeezing in. You're micro bending that front knee so we don't lock it out. And we lean back, open the heart space and the chest wide. Strong and long through the sides of your body. Your waist, your core. Imagine that corset, again, it's wrapped around your whole torso. You've got core muscles all the way around. You can gaze down if you need. Left arm toward the sky. We can bend the front knee again as we inhale. Reverse your warrior. One more time. Exhale, we cartwheel the arms down. Turn the back leg in. From here, right knee is going to come back to behind. You're going to push off behind the left knee and we squeeze. Flex your right ankle and step back. And again, we're going to push off. Squeeze, right knee behind your left. Both knees bend, squeezing. And step back. One more time. And we squeeze, bend both knees. Flex your right ankle a lot. Press down into your left foot, hands to the heart center. Long through your spine, find your balance. 3, 2, 1, root down. Now push down into your left leg to slowly stand if you can on one leg. Beautiful. From there, keep your right leg up. We're going to bring your foot either below the knee or above the knee, but not on your knee joint. Above or below. So if you need to, you can also hold on to a wall or something here, but try to see if you can really feel the floor, feel the ground with your foot. And as your foot presses against your inner thigh, feel your inner thigh push against your foot. That's going to activate our external rotators to turn out through the hips and keep us nice and stable here. Hands to the heart. Feel the sides of your body grow long as you root down. So right foot to the inner thigh. Find your still gazing point, your drishti, and steady your eyes, steady your breath. Excuse me. Deep cleansing breaths here. Good. Feel that inner thigh push against your foot. Don't let that inner thigh relax. All right, from there, bring that knee in line with the hip. We're going to push through your heel. Now push the heel away from the crown of your head and push the crown of the head forward away from the heel. Now feel your core lift here. Lift your pelvic floor away from your front thigh, but don't arch your back. Feel this from the front. Your front body, your pelvic floor muscles, your abdominals are supporting your back body. Take another breath. Exhale, step it back. Deep lunge. Lower that right knee down. Relax and inhale, lift the heart. Sink the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, we're going to stretch out that front leg. So hopefully we've got a nice fire going here to prime us for this stretch. Inhale, sink the hips, lift the heart. And we exhale, stretch that left leg. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. This time from here, we're going to wiggle that left foot forward. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Pull the right thigh bone up and forward towards it. Can be on your fingertips or on blocks here. You turn your toes out and in, but this is actually coming from the hip. Internally and externally rotating. To really think of that hip working or doing the work here. Breathe. And then once you find A good place to come back to center. We're just going to lengthen the spine, especially that low back nice and flat. And keep that right thigh bone or that back hip coming forward towards the foot. You can bend that front knee as much as you need to. So again, if the hamstrings are really singing to you or your low back is singing to you, bend that front knee. Breathe deep. Because it's all about your breath. Let the breath do the work and the healing. Let time also do that healing. This for me sort of relates to allowing, the universe, let it do its thing, right? But allowing it to help us and to support us if we just give it that time and space. Sometimes it seems a lot longer than we want. But our practice and this breath sort of helps us to remember, again, who and what we are, and helps us to remember that trust, that innate trust, and knowing that everything is helping helping us to dwell deeper into love, into peace and wisdom. One more breath here. Exhale. Lunging forward. Spread the fingers nice and wide, downward facing dog. Feel. You might feel a difference between the two sides here. Just really ground through your hands and feet. And notice what you feel as you breathe. Notice any subtleties or changes. You can rest here or in child's pose. Or you could take a vinyasa flow, knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we'll bring the right leg slowly up towards the sky as we inhale, up on your tippy toes, outer side, pinky toe rolling down. Exhale, step that right foot forward between the hands. So again, from here, left hand underneath you, right arm towards the sky. We're going to pull that right hip in and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Open through the heart center. As we exhale, we're going to wrap that arm behind us. So again, we want to sink down into the hips, but lift the back thigh and the belly up. And let that shoulder internally rotate. You can gaze down here if you need. Releasing that half spine. We'll spin the left heel down, toes pointing out to the long edge. Inhale to warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2, we can wiggle that foot forward, get deep and low. I'm going to just spin around for your point of view. So your right leg is still forward. Right arm toward the sky as you inhale, stretch it. The right side of your body, exhale. Now again, feel the pelvic floor, your core lifting to support your back. Bend the right elbow. You can stay there or wrap the left arm behind you. Staying here, breathe. Or you could try to find a bind, bringing the hands to touch. Maybe find a bind there, but really strong core. Hug that torso in to your midline if you've got a nice tight core. Sit on. One more breath here. Exhale, releasing the arms from here. We're going to lean to the side. Come onto your fingertips. Right hand behind your right heel, on the outside of your right heel. Slowly stretching the legs into Utthita Trikonasana triangle. Again, if you need to, bend that front knee or come onto your shin bone. Yeah, and lean back. So squeeze the hips towards each other. Lean your chest back, lining up so you feel like you could slide between two walls. Your body is in one line. Deep breaths for one plane. Keep your core strong, sides of your body really nice and strong. Hug that core, sit in. When you're ready, right arm comes up. Inhale, we can bend the front knee if you like. Reverse your warrior again. Exhale, we can cartwheel the arms down, turn that back leg in. Hips square. From here, we're going to push off the back foot and tuck your left knee behind the right. Squeeze together. Flex that back ankle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push off that back foot. Squeeze, tuck it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale again, push off, squeeze and tuck it in. Hold it here, flex that back ankle. Hands to the heart, we squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Find your balance. So as we flex that back ankle, that really connects to your core and keeps everything sort of in one piece. Push down into your right foot. Just slowly see if you can bring yourself up on one leg. Then from there, we stay on that same leg. Left foot either below the knee or all the way up above the knee. Notice how I have to grab my ankle to get it up there. We're going to push the foot against the inner thigh, and especially the inner thigh pushes against the foot. Hands to the heart, lengthen the sides of your body long. Deep cleansing breaths here. Again, find your still gazing point, your drishti, ujjayi pranayama. Keep your eyes still and your breath steady. Feel the floor. Feel the ground. Connect to the ground through that foot. Your foot and ankle start to become a little more intelligent. And your core, of course. Everything works together. Sides of the body long. From there, left knee to your hip. Push through the heel. Push the heel away from the crown of the head. Crown of the head forward away from the heel. Pinky toe pointing down. Lift the pelvic floor away from your right thigh. Away from your front thigh. Feel your core muscles, your abdominals support your low back. If you need to bend your right knee, you can. One more breath. Exhale, step it back, deep lunge. Lower that left knee. Uncurl the toes, inhaling. Exhale, we stretch that front leg. Inhale, we lunge forward. And exhale, we stretch that right leg. One more time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. Wiggle that right foot forward. Left thigh bone also comes forward to meet it, squaring the hips. Externally rotate the hip. Internally rotate the hip. Those toes go from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Breathe deep, but it's coming again from your hip. Get that hip working for you. And then as we come through center, we inhale again. We pull that back thigh bone up and forward. Exhale, lengthen the spine. Low back is flat. Breathe. You can bend your right knee as much as you need to. Back to that victorious oceanic breath. Remember that wherever you are in your journey, you're exactly where you need to be. Perfect as you are in this moment. All is coming. And then we lunge. Practice, 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 all is coming. Is the quote. Okay, from here, spread the fingers wide, step back down or facing dog. Deepen. Again, really plug in through hands and feet and feel. Observe any subtleties or changes or differences. Connect to that subtle energy in the body, in your breath. And go ahead and shake your head gently side to side. Like shake it out gently. Up and down. Nodding up and down gently. Just let your head hang heavy. Relax your neck. Take a nice deep exhale through the mouth, fluttering the lips. So take a deep breath in when you're ready. And then as you exhale, another breath. You gotta kind of purse your lips together and really push it out. Another breath. And slowly lower the knees, child's pose, set the hips back. And bow the head, release the weight of the head again. You can bend the elbows forward if you want to, hands behind the head in prayer if that feels good for your shoulders. Breathe deep into your back body. This is also a really nice place to settle into an energy of gratitude and compassion. And I like to remind myself, unbiased compassion, right? Deep cleansing breaths. Unconditional compassion. Unconditional love. Expand that part of you. It has infinite and boundless capacity for it. You just practice to develop it. It's all that's needed. Releasing the arms when you're ready. Slowly sitting back into the heels to curl up. Keep your eyes closed and gaze inward. Observe what you feel as you breathe and stack tall. From here, we'll bring the legs out from underneath us. Come forward onto our mat. Bring the feet a little bit slightly apart and rock onto the sits bones, pulling the flesh out from underneath. Take a nice deep inhale, root down, reach up. As we exhale, keep the walls out in front of you, or just whatever is out in front of you here in forward fold, tucking the chin. Deep cleansing breaths into your back body. And fill and emptying completely. Next inhale, let's slowly come up flat back, lengthening the spine. As we exhale, rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to press down through the hips and thighs. Reach the arms behind us. So inhale, lengthen. As we exhale, root down into your hips and legs to roll up. Curl through your spine vertebrae by vertebrae. If you can, try to do it without like jerking your whole body. Inhale, lengthen. But actually exhale deep in your fold, but actually really rooting down and using our core to come up. So inhaling, lengthen. We'll get another shot at this. Again, just takes practice, right? Where you are is perfectly where you are. Inhale, reach. Exhale, root down. Oh yeah, that breath helps too, huh? Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale. Oh. Bow forward. One more time. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, roll through your spine. If it's not already like jello. Oh, and release down. All the way out in Shavasana. Just take a moment here. Breathe. All right, we're going to take one core exercise here, bringing your hands underneath your buttocks. So palms facing down. So you're sitting on top of your hands, your butt cheeks on the backs of your hands here. Legs straight up to the ceiling. Spread through your toes. So you're actually pointing your ankles, but not your toes. You're spreading them out. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lower only as far as feels comfortable for your back, and exhale. So keeping your head on the ground, we're going to just use those deep pelvic floor, low belly muscles here. Raise up and down. Now, this is the tricky part is we're going to now add the Kapalabhati breath, but this time we're going to make an O shape with the mouth. So make an O shape with the mouth, and it's a powerful exhale as you do this. So you're pumping that belly in and up on the exhales, right? What we did in the beginning with the thumbs pointing up. All right, from here, let's stay up or just lower only as far as feels comfortable. Again, make sure your hands are underneath you enough to support your back. There's no tension on your back, and it's all in those deep belly muscles. If you feel it in your back, bend your knees, and you could also do an alternating here, where you just feel slowly as your legs move up and down, you feel those deep belly muscles, not your low back. Pump them in and up. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath. Exhaling. Everything out. Melt your knees into your chest. Release your hands. Give yourself a nice hug. Maybe rock it a little bit side to side, whatever feels good. Circle your knees around if you need to. Circle the other way. So from here, our feet hip distance apart, toes slightly angled in, heels slightly angled out. We're going to press down into all parts of our feet to raise the hips and Sapta Bandha bridge pose, our counter pose, and our nice back bend here, strengthening glutes, hamstrings, and inner thighs. So be careful not to be so strong with your glutes that the knees and the toes start to turn out. You don't want that. We're going to hug them in towards each other, actually. Knees pointing straight forward, toes slightly in. Pressing into all parts of your feet. Let the belly rise and expand on the inhale. Navel towards spine on the exhale. If you like, you can reach the arms up behind you if it feels good. Be careful not to lift so high that we arch the back, the low back. You want to just keep the strength here in the legs and glutes. Inhaling. You are going to still activate the rectus spinae, muscles along the spine. So with each exhale, again, squeeze those muscles into your spine. Squeeze your spine. Inflate, expanding the belly. Navel to spine, squeeze the spine out, bring it out. One more deep breath. Exhale, slowly bring the arms down with the hips. Releasing. Let's bring the legs up, holding the ankles or the shins or the outer edges of the feet if you can comfortably. Press your sacrum down into the mat and rock gently side to side, externally rotating those hips. Your happy baby or Ananda Balasana. Breathe. From here, let's bring the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. Take a moment here. Full breath. Allow the natural curves of your spine as you press into the sacrum. And now taking the right knee into your chest, keep the left leg where it is. We're going to just cross it over to your left side and open up to your right side. Gentle spinal twist here, stacking your right hip above the left hip. Deep cleansing breath. Filling and emptying slowly and completely. Deepen this a little bit into our outer hips. Hug the right knee into your chest and stretch your left leg long onto the ground. So now from here, we're going to cradle this right leg. So flex your right ankle a lot and draw the foot towards your left shoulder, or maybe even towards your chest if you can manage it. Again, keeping your ankle flexed to protect that knee. So cradling this right leg, stretching into the glutes on the right side and that outer right hip. You can kind of gently move this a little bit side to side if it feels good. And then find some stillness, just maybe bringing the foot towards the chest. Breathe deeply. We want to also root down through those hips, press the hips down away from the shoulders. We can also now push your foot into your left hand all the way out until it becomes straight if it feels good, stretching all the way through that outer leg line. And bend the bottom knee as much as you need. So we now come into a full single leg twist here. Deep, slow breaths. Let's go and bend into that knee once again here. Coming through your cradle. Maybe holding the pinky toe edge, coming into half happy baby. And then go ahead and release that right leg down and feel Shavasana. Once more to the other side, soles of the feet together to start. Keeping the right leg where it is, left knee comes into chest and pressing the spine. Breathe. And then bring that left knee all the way to the right, stacking left hip on top of the right, open the left arm. Deep, slow breaths. And left knee back, comes back into chest, hugging the knee in. We're going to straighten the right leg all the way down and hold. So we're going to flex the left ankle and start to cradle that left leg towards the heart center. So feeling that stretch go into the outer left hip. If you're not feeling it there, then press your hips down away from the shoulders. Hopefully you get into those glutes on the left side there. Breathe. Or just kind of start to play with the angle here of it and maybe rocking again, cradling that leg from side to side. Loosening up those glutes on the left side and outer hip. Keep that ankle flexed. Listen to your knee joint. Breathe here. So find some stillness. Again, maybe drawing the foot towards the chest if possible. Pressing the knee and the hip away from you. You could also do a figure four here, I forgot to mention. Familiar with that figure four stretch. Most of us. Breathe. And then again from here, push the left foot into your right hand. You can push it all the way out. Maybe, maybe not until we stack that left hip on top. And we're in our single leg twist, open up the left arm, turning the gaze over the shoulder. Breathe deep into that outer leg line. Get hips down away from the shoulders. Sides of the body long. Slow, deep breaths. Tug that left knee back into chest, hold it there. Coming into half happy baby. So holding the outer edge of the foot, knee towards the earth, but keep those hips down. And then release that left leg down. Shavasana. Take a moment. Now feel free here to center yourself, wiggle your sits bones apart, or do whatever feels good. You can hug the knees to chest, whatever you need here. And then just allow yourself to open up, legs a few feet apart, arms a couple feet away from the body, perhaps palms facing up toward the sky in a gesture of being open to receive. Or you're also welcome to rest your hands on your body, keeping your energy and attention inward. And let's take some nice, deep, cleansing, nourishing breaths. Gradually beginning to drop in again. Give yourself to the earth and feeling her immense support and stability as she holds you, supports you and sustains you. And observing the part of us that is earth. This breath brings us back to our true self and our true nature. From the head to the heart, to the soul. Non-dying, non-changing, infinite capacity for unconditional love, awareness, infinite capacity to weather any storm. Part of us that is connected to all that is. Just be. A couple of slow, deep breaths. Please stay lying in stillness as long as you like. If and when you feel ready, gently awaken your fingertips and toes. Slowly rolling onto your right side, walking your feet up. Rolling onto your right side, right arm is a pillow under your head, and you can be cleansing, nourishing breath here. Keeping the eyes closed and your gaze inward as we take our next exhale, slowly pushing yourself back up. Keeping, finding a nice tall and comfortable seated posture when you're ready. Just observe what you feel as you breathe. Joining the hands together by the heart center in Anjali Mudra or prayer. Lifting the heart slightly up towards the hands as we bow the head in towards the heart. Deep cleansing and nourishing breaths here. Sealing our practice and our intentions with gratitude, and you'll join me with a round of Om. Inhaling as you're ready. Exhale everything out first. And receive your next inhale. Going humbly to the light and the teacher that dwells within each and every one. The light within me sees and honors the light within you, and in that place we are one. Namaste.